And we are live. Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Her Majesty blog, where we bring together the world of pageants with the aim of revolutionizing the standards of beauty and creating social development through women empowerment. My name is Onkemetse Tlape, and I will be one of your hosts for this evening. We are joined by the beautiful baby Poshoko, who, wait again, we don't even need to introduce her on the show anymore. She is a regular, and she won Her Majesty Award last year at our coveted Her Majesty Awards at the end of the year. So we can't wait. Yeah, wait, guys. Hey, wait, Zandile. This evening we are hosting the gorgeous Zandile Masia, who is the director for Teen Universe South Africa and Pre-Teen Universe South Africa as well. And she will break it down for us on how to prepare for that international pageant. You know, it's all well and nice to win the pageant here at home, but what does it take to actually get there? We never get to discuss that, right? So it's the end of the month, and that is our burning topic for tonight. So let me appoint Zandi online, send that request, and she did just that. So yeah. I cannot wait to tackle this topic. Hi,
Hi,
Zandile.
hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Well, thanks. I'm doing good.
Amazing stuff. Like, I was about to put you on blast with the people that you're sending a request before I finish my sentence, but I'm the one who said, please send the request as soon as possible.
Exactly. And you see, I told you before that I'm not very good with technology. I had to look for that request. And I'm like, okay, request to join. Let's go. So I'm not good with this whole thing, but I'm glad we made it. We can hear each other, we can see each other, and that is all that matters.
That is all that matters. Thank you so much for joining us once again. I'm co-hosting with Baby Poshogo for this evening. So she's still struggling with getting in. So as soon as I can appoint her, she'll just come through. And like I said, she knows, like, we don't need to introduce her anymore on the show. The people's already know her. So we can go on with the interview, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Ah, Zandile Masia. Where do we even start? Like,
I know.
before we went on with the interview, I asked you, should I introduce you as the CEO or the owner of
Which one? Which one? All of them, babe. All of them.
all of them?
But
Okay,
there's only
you were.
space for one. There's only space for one.
There's only space for one. But let's start from the beginning, right? All the way from the beginning. In the year 2020, you were crowned Universe South Africa for the year 2021. And look, that was a glorious moment for you. And then the next year in August, you got to represent the country.
Correct.
In, I forgot the name of the country, it's Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua, yes, in Nicaragua. Please tell us about that experience internationally. How was it for you? Like, just wholesome.
So before we even get to the 2020, right? I started modeling when I was 14, and I kept pestering my mom. I'm like, I want to do modeling. She's like, you know what? Let's make a deal. When you get to high school, you can start with your modeling. Hi, babes.
Hi guys.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
You can hear us, we can hear you. You can see us, we can see you.
Perfect.
Yes.
There we go.
So thank you so much.
As I was saying, like, I started modeling when I was 14, and when I got to grade 8, my mom was like, you know what? You've been telling me that you want to do this modeling thing, and now I think you deserve it because you got to grade 8. Started, everything went well, entered my first pageant. Entered my first pageant. I've never cried like that in my life. Entered my first pageant. I'm getting there. I know nothing about pageantry. These girls have these gorgeous gowns on. I'm just here with my church dress. I'm literally there with my church dress, small little church dress that I just bought from some lady. You know, I didn't even know that a designer was important. You needed to get a custom-made dress. I'm getting there with my church dress. Obviously, as you're entering a pageant, you think you're the winner. Everybody thinks they're the winner, right? So I'm just there that now, this is my crown. Top 3 announced, second runner-up. I'm like, that's not my spot. First runner-up, I'm like, that is not my spot. What you win? That was also not my spot.
Shame.
So literally, Like I took that week, I cried enough. I took that week and I was like, come on, let me learn. What do I need for pageant? You know, what do I need to prepare for? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not prepare anything. I did not prepare anything. I'm like, let me actually get into it. And then I took a good, I think a 6 month long break. And then literally the first pageant after that I started entering, the first pageant I entered, I won. And it went on like that to the point where if we had to do a 1 day pageant, the organizer would ask me literally, please arrive 2 minutes before registrations close. Because if you arrive before that, people run away, you know?
Whoa.
And you're just sitting there. You just had to sitting there like, okay, but last year, nobody was scared of me last year. And now this year, all of a sudden, everybody's scared of me. So that is where the journey started. And that's when I decided, I remember in 2020, I had already given up on modeling. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like, COVID is going to go on forever, guys. We'll be masking up forever. And I remember I had to go compete at a pageant that year, and I could not because of COVID. And then that's when I saw, okay, they're actually looking for a South African representative for Teen Universe. And I'm like, let me do this, and at least nobody will know about it because there's no who finally says. This one was literally straight from international, and they were just looking for a representative. So they were doing everything interviews. I'm like, let me do it privately. I'm like, I'm not even going to tell my mom. I'm not going to tell anyone. Let me do it privately. Did it? Everything went well. Cut down, up to top 3. And then they said, no, you know what? We would like to have you represent us. Everything was so perfect. And I'm telling you, it is so nerve-wracking to actually sit there and actually get to reality that I'm going to be competing against 40 countries. 40 other countries, Mexico, USA, it's South Africa, it's this, that. And you're just like, okay, but I know I'm the girl. Now I'm the girl in South Africa, but am I the girl international? Because live on those girls, live on in their countries. They are also the girls. So now we need to show each other who is the actual girl. Yeah, but so no worries. Everything went well. I remember the pageant was supposed to be during my during the week where I had my 20th birthday, but luckily, sorry, my 19th birthday, but luckily, they just moved it to August because a lot of countries couldn't make it, and a lot of restrictions were just easing after like June. So that's when we decided, okay, August. Got there, literally, I've never gotten so much love. I've never received so much love from people that do not even know how to communicate with me. Like you just get there, they don't even know what your name is. It's always South Africa, South Africa, South Africa. So literally that entire week, your name is South Africa. Your name is not Zandile. Your name, Zandile does not even get, it's literally South Africa. Zandile, you will only see it on the screen when you're walking on stage. But on stage, when they announce, they don't say Zandile Masia, South Africa. No, they say South Africa. And that's where I felt the joy now, because I'm literally, I have South Africa all over my shoulders. You know, I'm carrying South Africa and I have it across my sash. I have the sash. Like that sash was much more important than any sash I've received, because you're representing an entire nation. And I feel a lot of girls that have represented South Africa do not see it like this. You're representing an entire nation. And literally for that year, everyone is focusing on you for that pageant. So it's such a beautiful achievement. And then got there, it was also very difficult because now, you know, we all know our power sessions, you understand? You have your Mexico, you have your USA, you have your Colombia, you have your Panama, and you just there like, South Africa. Back of your mind, you're still thinking, I hope these people don't know we have load shedding so that they can at least crown me. I have data. Even though there's load shedding, I have data. I can connect with them. So fine, everything went well. Now, obviously, it was also a bit difficult. The challenging part about it was that people in those countries, they don't see us as South Africans. They don't see us as strong as we think we are and as strong as we know we are. You know, you get there, everybody's just looking at the other contestant that, okay, that's my competition. But never, like even in the predictions, there were a few people that were just saying South Africa's going to win. All the predictions, I was never in the top 16.
The pressure is getting
I was never in the top 16. That's why when somebody predicted me in the top 16, I was like, you know what, I'm posting this, I'm resharing, I don't care what spot, but at least I'm getting recognized, you know. And we got there. Now you're seeing all these girls that are getting predicted, and your confidence just kind of goes down because you're thinking, okay, maybe the prediction maybe the organizer's going to look at the predictions, but little did I know it doesn't even work like that. Got there, got into top 16, made history, really, because it was the first time an African girl has been in the top 16. So now I'm sitting there, you know what? I'm content. It's fine. I'm good with my 16. Whatever happens here happens, but I am happy with my top 16. I've made history. But top 10 South Africa, I was like, yeah. I was like, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
now
whoa.
that finally starting now, the way they were like top 5 is going to have question and answer. I'm like, there's a huge possibility I'm not in, but I made it past top 10 and I beat some of the other countries that people thought would beat me, and I'm good. I'm content. Top 5 gets there, I'm in the top 5. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. That's when I was like, from here on, anything can happen. I am happy. Anything can happen. I got my 4th runner-up spot, and that was such an achievement because I was competing against more than 40 countries. Like, 40 girls are a lot. That's what a lot of girls also don't understand, especially in national pageants. If you're competing against like 40, 30 girls, that is a lot. That is a lot. Understand? Like, you got top 5, that means that you did better than 35 other girls, and that is a lot. So that, I'm not gonna lie to you, it has been such a beautiful journey. And then literally the day I had to leave, the organizer was like, you know what, don't you want to host the pageant? I'm like, boy, I don't know anything about hosting a pageant. I'm like, we're not doing that. I don't know anything. Where am I going to start? I'm like, we're not doing that. And then he was like to me, okay, no problem. And then he's like to me, if you know someone that's interested, that is perfect too. And I was like, perfect. And then I thought about it. And I'm like, quickly send me everything that needs to be sent. I'm asking for a friend, you know? So then after that, he sends me everything. And I'm like, you know what? Because I only accepted it like in October. But for those 2 months, what I was doing was, I know how difficult it is to pay for these international pageants, you know? And I'm not going to put a girl in a spot where she has to, after getting crowned, she still has to worry about asking for money. So I'm like, what can I do different in this industry, you know? Especially in the teenage category, what can I do different? It's like, you know what, I'm going to get a sponsor that's going to sign a contract, a full 10-year contract that they're going to send my girls overseas. They're going to pay for it.
10
years.
Yes. Most of that's been like set for life. Okay.
And then after those 10 years, I'm going to ask for another 10 years. 10 years. Right. After that, I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade after that. So it's like, let me do something that a lot of people are not doing. Let me pay for these girls to go overseas, because I've been in that position where, like, literally I had to go overseas, and now you need to pitch out for sponsors. And unfortunately, we live in South Africa. As much as we want to shy away from it, but we have a lot of horrible men in South Africa. It might not be all of them, but there are a lot of them. And imagine now you're asking for money and he says, you know what, let's meet up, you know? Now imagine if this is just a 13-year-old or 14-year-old, like, a lot can go wrong. So I don't want to put anyone in that position to be doing that, because once hungry men see this, they feel like there's an opportunity. Let me quickly do this, you know? So I'm like, let me just do this. 2 months, let me get a sponsorship, got my sponsorship, and then everything just started running smoothly after that.
That's really amazing. What a story. Oh my gosh. Like, we need to cut that up into a clip that's gonna play over and over again. We can just hand it over to Team Universe South Africa so they can use it for their YouTube page and everything else.
You know.
Thank you so much for that summary, Zandile. So that's how you got to be the director, I presume, for both Team Universe and Pre-Team Universe South Africa. So there was no one doing it before you.
So there actually was, right? You know how horrible COVID was for everyone, because there was a girl that I represented, but she represented in 2018. So 2019 things started getting a bit rocky, and then 2020 when they started to go again, that's when COVID hit, and a lot of people went into financial depression after COVID. And then 2 years later, so around that time when they asked me to be the director, the old director had came back to say, I would love to take this opportunity. And that's when I was like, let me quickly take it. I'm like, I don't do that every day. I'm not a selfish person, but once in a while, let me just be selfish. I'm like, let me do this because I already have a vision for it, you know. Like, I've had sleepless nights thinking. I've called my mom at 12 a.m. to say, you know what would you think if we do this and this? And it's like, girl, the pageant is only in the next 2 years. Why are you worried about that now? So That's when I decided, let me grab this opportunity and do something different with it.
Amazing stuff. Kwakanya.Kai is saying she's so inspirational. Like,
Love you.
where?
She's one of my finalists.
Amazing stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you so much. And now, the crux of the interview. Ne? We have set the base. Now we get into the real stuff.
Correct.
Now, we need you to tell us, like, literally, a step-by-step process on prepping for an international pageant. Like I said before you guys joined the live, it's all well and good to count Teen Universe South Africa. Everything is all rosy. The night is amazing. You look amazing. We are excited. But then again, boom, come Monday morning, you're at the office.
Not the end of the road.
It's now reality. I have to work now.
You have to work now. 4:10. It has to happen. 4 months time, you need to be in Thailand.
Correct.
Please take us through that process. That's very crucial for us to get an international rep at Teen Universe South Africa every single year.
Yes. So
I think we are losing Zandile. Hi, baby, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't hear her anymore.
Oh, yes. We lost her a bit. It's doing that circle ring thing.
Yeah.
Maybe she's getting a phone call. It's definitely a phone call.
My goodness.
It's definitely a phone. If it's doing this, because it's pausing the entire screen when it's a phone call. So now, and you see her fingers doing this. Now she has to drop the call because the people are just
come back just now.
Okay, yeah, she'll come back just now. Let me accept. Oh, she sent another request. I just accepted it. Please add me again. Yes. I accepted the request.
I didn't see that.
It was definitely a phone call. Like I get those a lot.
Network is also really bad today.
I want to pageant, but I'm scared. Why are you scared, Sandy? Please don't be scared. Enter pageants. They're nice and inspirational. She said, please add her. Yes, we are adding her. Let me send her a request again. It's typing teen at Her Majesty. Hey. So pageants come to the men start typing teen. Oh, accept. Okay. Hopefully she will be back very soon. So now, are you ready to represent the country at Miss International?
That's the question. Like, it's so important for me to be here, considering that it could happen in like a week. A lot of people think after next week it's the end of the road, but hopefully it's not. And we can continue with this thing.
Hopefully. All the best, man. It's so close. I can't believe it. It's so close. Teen Universe.
Am I back? No, my network was bad, so I thought I'm gone for some seconds.
Oh no, you were gone for like 2 seconds. I accepted the request again, Zandile. There was a new one that came through. I accepted it again. And when the request is still in the air, in the midst of load shedding, it's difficult to send an invite. I think that's why I'm not getting the option to send the invite now. But thank you so much for joining us, guys. We really appreciate your presence. We are chatting to the director for Teen Universe South Africa, as well as Teen Universe South Africa, Zandile Masia, who is giving us the lowdown on how to prep for an international pageant. So everyone who is everyone who's a finalist and they're watching, please, the road doesn't end here in South Africa. You still need to move further on. This is an international pageant, so it's very important to prep for it. And I can't kick someone out, innit? I was thinking of kicking her out and bringing her back in.
You can't. I don't know.
I can't. Okay, I accepted another request. Hi, Z. Thank you for joining.
Are we gonna have to start over?
Nah, I don't think we're gonna have to start over. Zipo M is saying we are determined to be moving on and looking forward to it.
That's
Girl,
great.
all the best. All the best. All the best. Their journey as finalists is still on for quite some time now. They have their finals in December every year. Last year's finals were in December. So yeah, they still have a couple of months to prove themselves right here at home. Dollface is saying, but you know, hey, it's okay. Shaking the system is really important. You can remove me and add me again. Sadie is saying must restart the live. Guys, should we restart the live? What do you guys think? We can restart the live. We can do a part 1 and part 2. Baby, what do you think?
I think so.
Think so, ne?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a part 1 and part 2. Bye, guys. Be back now. Ciao.